Well, here we are in the Ross family kitchen cooking a pollo con pinones. The first thing you need to do is to light the gas ring and get this pan really nice and hot. There we are, off and running. So, put that on the heat. Add a nice good dollop of olive oil to it. Don't be shy with the olive oil, it really adds to the flavour of the finished dish. So while that's getting nice and warm, I'll just walk you through the ingredients. We've got the finely chopped onions, finely chopped parsley and basil, 75 grams of pine nuts. I've actually got a little bit extra there because I've got a little bit more chicken. The stock here, some finely chopped garlic, glass of wine, olive oil, and over on the other side the serrano ham. So it really is worth waiting for this to get nice and hot. You find that if you put the chicken in too soon before it's hot enough, what happens is the flour all comes off and the oil goes all cloggy and horrible. So it's worth getting it really nice and hot. And you'll know it's nice and hot when the oil starts to move around and you perhaps see some wisps of smoke coming off. There we are. By the wonders of modern technology, I've edited out the waiting time, and it's just about getting to the right temperature now. If you just take a little bit of the flour and drop it in, you'll see it sizzle, and it's still not quite ready there, but there's a wonderful aroma of olive oil coming off the pan as it gets to the right temperature. The olive oil I'm using is Elanthe olive oil, which is from Greece. We came across it probably a decade ago, maybe more actually, 15 years ago, at a food festival. You can buy it online, and they ship it to your door. And although it feels quite expensive because you've got to buy several litres at a time, in actual fact it's cheaper than supermarket olive oil and is dramatically better. Alright, let's put a little bit of chicken in now and see if this is hot enough. There we are, it's just about sizzling there. Of course, if you bung it all in at one go, it cools the pan down, and so all of that time you've been waiting for for the oil to warm up, you just wasted it. So it's worth putting it in slowly, just letting it sizzle away. Obviously I've chopped the chicken up. The chicken I'm using is skinless and boneless chicken thighs. Corn-fed chicken, if you can get it, is very much better. It's got a much better flavour. You can see it's been sitting in its flour for a little while, so it's all stuck together. That doesn't really matter. The olive oil will unstick it. There we are. And I'll put that across there for the staff to wash up in a minute. Rinse my hands off in the bowl of water, which you can't see because it's off camera. And pick up my thing for moving the chicken around. Now you can see, because the pan's really nice and hot, the flour's sticking to the chicken, so it's really nicely coated in the flour. And because we're going to do it all in this one pan, any flour that does come off into the oil will help thicken the sauce over the cooking period. So if you've got the recipe in front of you, you can see it's a bit of a two-stage process. We cook the chicken, not all the way through, but just to give it a nice brown colour. Then we cook the onions, and we put it all together with the other ingredients. And we leave it to simmer while we sit in the garden and have an early evening drink. There we are, you can see it's starting to colour nicely now. And the bits of meat are separating apart. spending a little bit of time doing this because it really does add to the look of the dish when it's cooked, but it also adds to the flavour. The crispy coating on the chicken really adds to the taste of the dish, and also it adds a bit of texture to what otherwise might be a little bit sort of soft in the mouth. It's just a little bit of bite. So it doesn't take very long to colour up, and I'm using enough ingredients for about, well, hopefully 5 people, because there's 5 of us. And my daughter's actually a vegetarian, but she makes an exception for chicken on certain occasions, and this evening is one of those occasions. My chicken's just starting to catch on the bottom of the pan here. Now, not really quite brown enough yet. I like it a little bit browner, so I'm going to add just a spot more olive oil, just to spot it some chicken. And like I said already, don't be squeamish about the olive oil, because in actual fact it enhances the flavour of the sauce that you get at the end. I'll give that a couple more minutes. Right, I think that'll do. So now we take that out, leave it on the heat. You can see that some of the flour is caught on the bottom of the pan. Don't worry too much about that. It'll be deglazed by the juice from the onions, which we're going to bung in there now in a minute. Right, so now to the next stage. We want to fry off the onions. Just let them take on a little bit of colour first. And in with the onions, we add the ham. This is Serrano ham, but you could use Carmarthen ham if you live in Carmarthen. And I should imagine it would be much better with Carmarthen ham, because Carmarthen ham is much nicer than Serrano ham. Turn the heat down a little bit. It's just starting to catch a little bit too much there. Could do with a little bit more olive oil. I'm going to put the garlic in now. I've chopped the garlic rather than crushed it. I think chopped garlic has a much better flavour than crushed garlic. It takes a little bit longer, but who hasn't got a bit of time on their hands at the moment? Right, so you don't need to fry this all that long. Just until the onions are soft, and they are just softening up nicely now. So when the onions are soft, we put the chicken back in. Give it a good mix round. All there. But it's going to simmer for 45 minutes anyway, so there's no real panic about mixing it. It'll mix itself once you put in the stock and the wine. It's a shame it's not smelly vision, because it smells absolutely delicious. Right, now we add the stock and the wine. Put in the wine first. There we are. You can turn the heat up a little bit now. Just drive off the alcohol from the wine. This is a French Sauvignon Blanc I'm using for this. Not that it's critical, whatever you've got in the cupboard will be absolutely fine. Then we add the chicken stock. Give that a bit of a stir. I made that a little bit earlier. And then we put in, I'll move that out right. Then we'll put in the herbs. So it's half half parsley and half basil, although it does look like all parsley, but it isn't. Chuck that in there. Put in the pine nuts on the top. It smells beautiful. Now we'll put in a little bit of salt and pepper now, and then towards the end we'll check it and we'll add a little bit more if we need it. Obviously this is to personal taste. I happen to particularly like pepper, so I put quite a lot in. And it's really as simple as that. So we turn it right down and simmer it for about 40 minutes. So we're coming towards the end of the cooking now. It's got about 10 minutes left, so now is the ideal time to check the seasoning. And as it happens, that is absolutely spot on. So it's always a good idea not to add too much to begin with, because as the sauce reduces, and you can see now it's going that lovely creamy sort of silky consistency, that's mainly due to the flour which was on the meat in the first place, and as that reduces down for another 5 or 10 minutes, that will be absolutely perfect. There you are, one of the Ross family favourites, Pollo con Pinones, or chicken with pine nuts.